Okay, welcome, guys. This is very exciting. Sorry, welcome, guys. This is very exciting. So, welcome, first of all, to the Economic Truth Report. And I've been gone for a while, guys. Well, I've been very busy, um, creating a whole bunch of crazy stuff. And it's pretty exciting, actually. Been working with, Alternate, but also now I'm working with our AI project, our side project. And I gotta tell you, there's been a lot of cool stuff that we've developed with it. And well, actually, I have developed it using AI and I program in English. I do not program in code. And that is huge difference. This is like the biggest leap that have happened for a very, very long time. Programming languages have been out there for 30, 40 years. And yeah, now the programming language has become English, guys, which is a huge leap because what does that mean? Can you speak English? Can you write English? Well, you could create your own app potentially. And this could be also like hosted by others, or it could be hosted at home, like I have. And this little thing that you're seeing here, bankrun.ca, is my website. And actually, I haven't seen this one. Oh, interesting. I don't know how this came to be on my website. That is very interesting. A little drawing tool. Insane. I no idea. I just discovered this, guys. Um, but this is my AI agent that I built this. And I use several ones now. I started with like Codex. I used Codex, and then now I'm also using Claude Anthropic Opus. I guess it's called Opus, the coding agent that they have. So what it does, we've set up this on my computer. I downloaded and set up on the mini computer a little agent. And I'm using something called Open Code. What's really cool about Open Code that's different about some other platforms is that you could choose between all kinds of different platform coding tools. Now, there's free versions on there that will run out, of course, of tokens. So that means that your program time. But there's also others that actually will give you the access to, I'm using, as I said, Claude on there, and I'm using Codex, which are two coding platforms. I just started using Claude, by the way, because I ran out of, now that I'm seriously starting to develop stuff, and what really jump started this is, no pun intended, but it was something called JMPKit, and it's actually what we are developing and I'm working on, which is going to also be labeled Alternate Air, which is the AI portion of Alternate that's about to get out there. What's really cool about all this is that I created a lot of different apps here, as you can see. Like this is my apps here. You can see them all on the screen. This is the calculator app. So what I did, guys, was everybody could create a calculator app now with this stuff. But what I did was, let me actually retract it and then go back to show you what I did. So I actually did something really cool. I created, so I was like, I'm in command line. So kind of like, here, let me actually show you kind of how it looks so you guys get a little bit of a grasp of what I'm building here. But this is basically what's happening here. Um, oh, so that writing tool was actually Zoom. It wasn't even my site, by the way. That's how that's how much I know about coding, guys. But as you can see here, this it a coding stuff for me, and it's I'm creating something really cool that I'm going to show you guys right away here. You'd probably be very excited about it. I'm super excited about it. I always wanted this, and it's been extremely, extremely expensive to make any or have anything like it. It's like a Bloomberg terminal, but I think I can make it on steroids. And the Bloomberg terminal is like $5,000 a month, just to give you a little bit of a peek into what's happening. Actually, let me show you quickly what the jump kit is. So it's actually very simple, guys. what it does, it basically go to JMPKit. Well, you open your AI, you go into open code, and actually here. So I basically started. Um, yeah, no, I can't do that one. Okay, we'll show it later. But so you go in to your like if you have Windows, you go and put in VSL to start up like a Linux. It's called a container, like a mini computer within your computer. And then you go to and download something called Open Code. And Open Code is a platform that lets you use any kind of AI agent. And we built a server basically running. So now I have like a mini data center with a IT person that works 24/7 for me to take care of the server, to take care of everything that's going on. And I have, my developers, several of them now, that takes care of it. But so how I managed to really fast and jumpstart all this is that I actually uh, took from a great, uh, just beyond great mind of our developer here at our team, creating the like he has agent instructions there, so you just tell it to go here and then look at the website, then read and learn and download the zip files that are to learn and understand what we're building. And guess what? I was making apps, but holy heck, did the apps ever get insane and amazing. So, it goes from me playing with this, but so how it started though was I wanted to be able to access it from anywhere because I couldn't copy paste into a command prompt window on my website. So I was like, how the heck do I do that? I had kind of a little bit of understanding of computers. So I was like, well, how about I make like some kind of a web client because that works in other things that I do with programming cameras and alarm systems and access control and so on. And I had the agent basically create me a operator login, a agent gateway, which I could actually prompt it. Let's do it right now for fun. Um, so probably now it's not going to do anything because it has run out of tokens. But as you can see, it was incoming, went to processing, and you can see things are done here. Like you can see it's doing the code, like it's doing code. And here you see like Big Pickle is the build. You can see a Claude here I used, and so on. Let's see here. See if it does anything because now I'm actually out of tokens for the hour right now. So I'm still waiting to get my tokens back. That's how much program I'm doing. And yeah, you could I think it's still running. Let's just update. So I can log in here and then actually like just prompt it from anywhere. And I actually built a few like more simpler apps, but now I also like started to prompt to like add to apps if I have a little bit of time at my work. I actually just go on, log in, and then I prompt it because I can't do it unless I'm at home, right? But now I can do it whenever I have time. And so you try to deploy whatever time you have freely when you got to really effectively, build something amazing for the future. So yeah, so anyways, you go in here and then you basically run it and it will come back with whatever prompts and so on for you. So what is really cool, so that's really cool. I can't really show you now because I ran out of tokens. So sorry about that, guys. But that's how I log in. And I actually made this calculator app from it. Now our head devs made this one, a little clock tool. Not super fancy, but it's actually possible to make whatever you want. Here is like a radio that I made with one prompt. So I could just search and look up a radio station. And as you can see, here's my local radio station. Um, I got a calendar, so I could open here. It's just in like I haven't done anything to it yet, but as you can see here, you could do a lot of stuff here, like set different things. It's my personal calendar that I can use. It's very cool to have tools like that available to me. As you see, I just clicked on and made something here. Um, yeah, so very cool. It hasn't been done too much to it. This app, it was one of my earlier ones. Same with this blog forge, but you could create like a blogosphere kind of thing with it. It's very like I haven't done too much to these. I just thought like, how about okay, so I'm wanting to make like direct chat. I want to make blah blah blah, all this stuff. Like for example, here I made a chat room. But then I'm like, how about I just make a real chat? Let's see if I could close this one. Okay, still, I just want to remove something there. Sorry, guys. Uh, clear, clear it off. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. It was just in the way. So anyway, so I was trying to make all these side like tiny little small apps, but then I was like, hey, how about I just make like a full app? Well, so we did it. And this is very cool. So this is like a social media platform that I made. Um, and as you can see here, this one allows so it could send notifications to me, for example. What I'm going to show you right now, like as you can see, I need to refine this portion. Is not as good. You can see it's not refined, but here's a post, for example, just tests that I've done. You could start like live room calls, like you have a room on X, for example. You could start stuff like that. You had just testing in there. As you can see, I have a few others that have joined me in testing here. And as you can see here, for example, I could go here. Uh, let me check this here now. Yeah, so here you could see just little apps here, and they're pretty neat stuff, right? Um, yeah, this is just me sharing stuff. Um, so here you could go and so you could create a group chat here. I have like stories, so they're like just they come and go and then get erased after 24 hours. You could have a live call with someone, and set it up here, set the time frame. Like let's say that you wanted to have a whole bunch of people that came into your and wanted to chat together. Here you go. I have a little marketplace, and I've set it up so I can actually use like crypto, for example, in there, I believe. Um, you could see here price. I haven't set up the actually so you can use crypto, but I have a crypto in there, as you can see here. I have like let X amount, and I asked it to what was be optional. And this is only on this platform that this is being made, and it just happens when people post or whatever on this one specific. Now you could copy paste this and have your own social network where you have your own tokens and so on, which is very cool. You can see the token transactions here, everything happening. Um, what I'm going to do, so I'm Iceman 84. Let me do something that's very cool here, and you can kind of see. And I think I can do this right now. Just let me do something quickly here. Just so I could show you um, how. So as I said, I had one app and I tried to build it into something. And it came up actually being very cool. What ended up happening is I just built all the tools into it. All our outernet technology is now embedded into it, which is just amazing. And it's made possible by implementing what was called the JMPKit that taught my AI to make all that technological stuff, which is just purely amazing in my view. I'm just blown away, by the way. I'm super excited about this. Um, but let me show you here. Okay, so it's gonna go to the social media. Hold on. I just gotta log in with my phone so you could see how this works. And I tested it actually. I like this works from outside. So I was able to do it remotely as well. It's not just like working because I'm on my computer. So I'm gonna join here. I'm going to let's Message John. Hello, John. Send. Okay, so it didn't. Oh yeah, so it's here. One. So it showed up as a notification, which is super cool. So here, let's see here. Yeah, here we go. So this is that one. Now, what I'm gonna do, and it also shows that I'm new post and everything actually on my phone here. Very cool to kind of see what's happening in your network. Um, I'm gonna do the call now. That was what I was gonna do. Sorry, my brain is just have. There's so much cool I want to show you guys, and I'm just trying to show you in a short period of time. Now I'm making a call to my. Let's see if I actually can pull up with video here using my other webcam. I don't know yet. Let's try this here. Yep, I can. Okay, that's very cool. So watch this. Of course, now it had to have a little bug. You know, it's not for like a little bug when you don't know what you're doing, but I actually managed and start to learn how to do these things. Let me just go back here. I'm gonna log out and log back in. Okay, so we just had a little bit of a snafu there, guys. Let's do this again. Okay, now that I did choose, okay, so you can see that it's calling. I think I'm having a problem because of the video. Let me try one more thing. Let's just try. Okay, there we go. Let me try to make a video call her. There we go. Test, test. One, two, three. You hear that? So that's an audio call. And yeah, let's just hang up here. So as you can see, that worked, and I was able to do call. Now, the reason why I wasn't able to do a video call properly is because I have my camera running right now, so it's kind of hard to make it work properly. But you can have a little post here, you know, like I'll just show you quickly. Like you could post anything here. Post the update, and then it shows up here. There's nothing like a toolbox for AI agents, right? These are those little things that can control our computers now, that are able to use the toolbox that we give. So, anyways, well, that was ANCAP social, which is super cool in my view. I created a Bible for my wife, a Bible reading app, so you could go here. You could go to whatever chapter. Let's see, chapter 2, 1 to 6. And here you go. And I don't know if you heard this or not, but it actually reads it. That's okay. You're probably not hearing it, but it's just reading it. So it's very simple. This was like probably like 3 times I tried to code, like put in English prompt into and make it into code, and it made it. And it's actually quite functional. She quite likes it, which is fantastic. Um, then let me show you. This one I haven't made anything out of it. Then I made some very simple apps, like for example, I wanted all the commodity prices and the monthly and weekly and all that stuff And so I created an app that actually made this for me. As you can see here, last, because this one hasn't updated. Yes, I think I gotta tell this one to update. See how it's not updated there. That's fine. Um, but what is very cool, um, well, let me show you the ANCAP game, which is the new cool thing. If you're an anarcho-capitalist like me, and you've been around some of my friends and good fellows out there, there's a cool game out there for anybody that, are part of the libertarian slash anarcho-capitalist community. Now, so you could, here, I'm just gonna wait. It just takes a little bit of time to load. Um, this game is actually 2.1 megabytes, by the way, and it's made in HTML code. It's 70,000 lines of code, which is wild. And like, if anybody knows how much that is, it's actually quite substantial. It's like a sixth of the code that it takes to make like a browser or something, that a whole team of developers do at Google and so on. As you can see, it's slightly laggy. It actually worked way better on my phone. It was way faster because the processing was better. You can see that it's a little bit slow, but here you have like a wallet thing, uh, and you can see the frames per second because what game wouldn't have FPS? Like I used to play games when I was younger, so I actually quite enjoyed playing it. As you can see here, you have a world where you have, I don't know if you can see this here. Down here, you see like the different towns and realms that I built into it. There's actually a few more in here that you don't see. Um, so that's pretty cool. And I think I added another realm with uh what was it called? Ancapistan. I don't know if I got that one programmed yet or not, but it's coming if it's not on there. Anybody could actually play this by going to bankrun.ca and then click on the ANCAP game. And you could actually share that link and play multiplayer with people, which is super cool, right? Um, yeah, sorry, this is taking just forever, but it's just like the game. I just wanted to show you so you can kind of see what it's all about. What I could do though is I could go to my developer mode, and so you can kind of see the whole gist of the game. You got like little quest tubes, cubes here everywhere. Actually, I wasn't allowed to give this a woman, which is a wonderful lady, her full name, but ChatGPT wouldn't give it to her. Uh, and her name is, of course, Whitney Webb, the great Whitney Webb, because I have like, and again, this is another name that it didn't allow me to, Epstein Island. So, well, guess what I did? The island that shall not be named, I called it. So that's kind of like that's the down what you saw. There was a little town thing where it's like, what's his name? James Corbett, of Corbett Report. So you could do lots of quests and lots of investigative journalism for him. You've got InfoWars and love or hate Alex Jones. Over here, we're flying into the desert, where my good friend Ernest Hancock lives, which is off-grid heaven that is building. Um, without the government consent, which I love. I gotta applaud Ernest Hancock for that. So that's that. And I don't know if you can see. No, you can't really see. Uh, let's just go here. Yeah, here. Over here, as you can see, we have something interesting. We have, and you can see it on the map. As you can see here, there's like a little green thing that are moving on the map, which is basically just showing the map. Like down here, you got lots of like clues. Every time you pick up a clue, you learn about anarcho-capitalism, guys. So it's a very educational game on top of it being sinister and funny and hilarious at the same time. Down here, you could see some fellas. Who are these? Oh, here's a random person. Let's see who this is. Who is this person just hanging out outside of Davos? It's Herbert Spencer, a great anarcho-capitalist thinker. And here is the alternate place with me and my friend James and my dogs, my lovely dogs. And in here, we have doubles. Wait, who's in here? Let's have a look. You might know a few of these people. Oh, there's David Sullivan, the CEO of the heck is a bank called Goldman Sachs. There's Jamie Dimon, Kristalina Georgieva is here from IMF. Larry Fink. We got Xi Jinping, Olaf Scholz, Keir Starmer. We got Lagarde. We got Carney, von der Leyen. Bill Gates is hanging out over here. Ray Dalio. You know the if you go to Davos, you got to meet these guys. So yeah, so that's Davos. As you can see, a little mountainish, little experience. Um, then we have over here, we have free market, or is it Crypto Ridge, maybe? This is where all the crypto quests happens. Over here, I think. Or is it Homestead town with Joel Salatin? If you guys know or have been around our group, yeah, this is Joel here, and you could build him a off-grid home with more greenhouses. You help him to build greenhouses and build his garden, trees, and so on. Super cool, you know. Now just in developer mode, which I created this myself, which is just wild. Let's see, where the heck am I here? On the map. I'm trying to find myself. I'm at the edge here of something. Oh, I'm all the way. Okay. That's okay. But you could go to SpaceX there. I have something called Government City where it's just wacky and wild. We got seasteading, realm, free market realm. I got Government City, as I said, Union of the Unwanted. My friends at Union of the Unwanted, the podcast I have. Lots of cool quests, just lots of side quests. And what's cool enough is that you can travel the solar system. I've gotten to Uranus, and I know people would think that's funny. Some of you, anyways. And believe me, there's a lot of funny things at Uranus. Uh, so lots of cool stuff there. You could, if you want to play, you could add bots, for example. You could go here. Let's see if I can do that. Oh, yeah, I gotta exit developer mode here quickly. I'm falling to the ground. Will I die? No, because it's game, guys. But what I'm gonna do, was it L? Oh, no, that's my quest journal. Oh, yeah, here. So you see that? Okay, so there's bots that I made. So now they're running around. Uh, God knows what they're doing, but they will start like collecting clues, look for things. Um, if you don't have any friends around, you could actually play this for fun, and you could roam the game and have fun all by yourself. It doesn't have to be a multiplayer game, but it's a lot of cool things, and it's very educational on top of being funny and hilarious. So I really like it. I really, and you could go a lot of places in the solar system right now. You're traveling to Mars, you're building and terraforming Mars, for example, and then you go and collect hydrogen, um, no, helium-3 and all kinds of other fun what do you call commodities around the world, around the solar system, not just the world, guys. But you could also have an AI in the game, which comes later as you do quests, and it's a AI helper. That's called, of course, the alternate AI. And you show your resources there. You could have a lot of vehicles, and you get blueprints for these vehicles in the game, which is kind of cool, guys. I must say, I'm very proud of this, by the way. Uh, might not look like a lot, but I probably taken like 2 weeks to get this to this level, and it's massive. It has I think like 600 quests now. It has 150 NPCs, like characters running around there. They have my name. They have lots of other people's names that I know, fantastic people that I really enjoy. And I created kind of lifelike, so they have um, all kinds of things that they would do, and actually say that are closer to reality actually with some characters. It's super cool. Ron Paul is here. Uh, Milton Friedman, I think, is here somewhere. You got guys like Jeff Berwick, Doug Casey, my friend Matthew Smith. Lots of very cool dudes that are in the anarcho-capitalist and libertarian world. But Harry, as you could see, you could have an airship. Well, the airship is Ernest Hancock's dream of his pirate airship. So we built it, guys, and it's here. And you could build it at the 3D printer that you get a blueprint from, and you 3D build it at Ernest Hancock's on Earth. And there's lots of other places around in the solar system you could build these things. You fly around on rockets. You could get your own spaceship. If you want to have your private jet, a boat, Cybertruck. You got a stealth. In an capitalist world, everybody should have the opportunity to get a stealth fighter jet. It's very hard to get, lots of money, but you can get it. And like little funny things. There's lots of other actually vehicles throughout the game. You could build businesses. You could build Bitcoin data centers, harbor co-ops, local business, and you actually make some resources out of building them. So very cool. Anyways, that is the game. And please, if you want to know more, just approach me and we'll talk about the game more. I think this should be out there to every kid instead of playing, these games that they're playing that they're getting, enticed into. How about you just learn about anarcho-capitalism and the great free market world and get a little bit of a mini education along the way as you're having fun discovering the world and collecting resources, speed ups, all kinds of fun little things. And there's lots of other resources around the world. If I go in here, actually, let me just show you quickly the other worlds since we're on there, and then we're gonna go to something I'm very excited about right away. Venus, as you can see, I have not developed yet. Same with Mercury, and same with Pluto. Neptune, nothing. So you see like how I'm still building this, and it's gonna be huge, guys. Uranus, as you can see here, done a little bit. I have a rocket there that goes back to Saturn, for example, and resources and little clues. You got some realms, further out. I don't know if we can spot some here. It's actually, as you can see, I asked the AI to give me real life here, so it's proportionate in size to the real things, and versus what the maps are, for example. Yeah, so that's a little bit of showing there for Uranus. Here's Saturn, you guys. So same again. There's a rocket. As you can see, it's like, it's not super fancy yet, but you could go here and travel and see things. Let's just go out there and check this out for fun. Oh, yeah, it just took a while for things to load here. But I'm just going to show you like what I created was little towns with quests and some places there's NPCs, giving you quests, you talk to them, interact. You can go to Titan, by the way, guys. Super fun. Excuse me, since you're on Beeb always talked about going to Titan. I remember when I was a little kid talking to my grandmother, they were dreaming about going to Titan with and collecting helium-3 and stuff. And you can now in the anarcho-capitalist game. Oh, hold on. Just resume. Yeah, here you go. So here you can see little cool things. It's not like fully perfect yet, you know. But there's quests here. And there I am over there because I lagged in and out of the game. Still a little few bugs to fix, of course, but um, it's quite fun. Let me go back here. Where are we at now? Oh yeah, we're at Mars. And you can see Mars is when you arrive at Mars, of course, Elon got there before you. I got to. Run here actually throughout all these quests, you'll be able to terraform Mars, which is pretty cool. Let me just show you something here. Like I created so I could actually see the quest done. Let's see if it actually works. It might freeze here for a sec. Just have some quick patience. And yeah, it just froze because it's literally loading 600 quests right now. I think you should probably give it a minute. I'm thinking. Yeah. Oh, giving me an error here. Let's go here and see what happened. Whoops. Sorry. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So here, as you can see, what happened to Marsh? Ooh, it got developed. Here are some of the anarcho-capitalists that have fled, that have, gotten from Earth and then moved here and are doing cool things. They terraform Mars, guys. Amazing. And then, of course, one of the first quests we do is to the moon. And you build a moon base, you do cool things there. So yeah, that's the game. That's enough. Enough of the game. I'm so excited about the game, but that's enough. Stop talking about it. But you guys will be blown away by the game. Try it and play it. It's fun. Maybe we could have a little play session. Maybe we could have like a live podcast / playing the anarcho-capitalist game for fun. I'm an old dude. I love to play games, especially when I was young, and now it's kind of coming back a little bit. Especially when you can actually build your own game. Pretty cool. And now for the crown jewel of my development career, which has been, very short. I think it's like less than 3-4 months. Welcome to the Watchtower. Now, I had to play on these fools over at Palantir that, of course, have their version, which is called, well, I forgot what they called, Maven, Project Maven. Um, but anyways, it's not like that at all. Like what it does, it just collects open source intelligence to, I like to understand how markets work and I love economics. So I created myself an open source for all of that stuff that I am very curious about. I want to know. And I was sure that you actually could be able to then take this stuff and you could actually develop your own and then build like your own dashboard. What if you wanted to know about certain cars or like anything like that? You could, the with this, like your mind is what stops you from creating it basically. Like that's how good this stuff has become. It's wild. Like I'm blown away. Like with the tool that we've developed and this, just amazing, guys. So take a look at what I've done here. This is welcome to Watchtower, the um, Ascent command center of John. So up here, you can see the little tickers. I chose what I wanted here. So I have like VTR oil. We got, I think I had here too whenever there's like updates from economics data, I get it coming up here. You see prices, current, ups or downs. Let's go here first. Let me show you. Okay, so this is pretty cool. So this one's going to disappear probably because I found out it was easier to pull the data directly from the website through a iframe, it's called, where you pull the whole thing and you could play around with it. I'll show you in a bit. Um, but here's earthquakes, for example. Earthquakes could have ramifications. Now, this is like not perfect yet. As you can see, it's see-through. So like here, it's on the other side of the earth in Taiwan, right there. So I guess right on the other side of the earth, in the middle of the jungle is Taiwan. Um, Pretty cool. Anyways, we learned something today. As you can see here, you can see like earthquakes that happen. Um, and you could set it here to last hour, for example, and then be like, oh, where did this happen? And so you can zoom in here and actually, oh, oops, happened right along this road, right here. Pretty cool. A little earthquake in Mexico. So that's that. Very cool, right? But let's start up here. We'll start here, yeah, of course. So I showed you that. Um, then I could show you, I pulled some satellites that are around the world. It's pretty neat. You could see a few satellites where they're at. Like, look at how far out these satellites are versus others. These are more, I think, Navstar satellites, for example. These are actually satellites that are crashing down towards Earth and like decommissioning and falling down, basically, I believe. So very neat. So you could actually watch that on this map. It's not like super fancy yet because it's a lot of data that it has to pull, guys. But this is like just me playing around for a day and a half now. And I only worked on it probably like 3, 4 hours in total, with like creating stuff. And as you can see, it's live updating here. Kind of like it's not like super fast, like the regular app because that would take so much data and it would be hard to run. Here is current weather data. So you can see here just precipitation data from around the world. You know, looks like I'm having a big storm heading my way. I live right around here, guys. So gotta watch out for that storm. So yeah, so that's those layers, which is kind of cool. It's a good start. And remember, this is just me playing around, and I actually managed to just give it like this is what I want. I want a cool like dashboard where I could see blah blah blah. And I wanted this forever, like for probably like 5, 6 years. I wanted something like this, and I'm building it. It's just amazing. This is like I don't know if you could call it a real Bloomberg terminal. Those are $5,000, but at least $100 a month I would pay for something like this to have it. So I built it myself. How about that? Now it's for free for me. But if anybody wants this, let me know and maybe I could build something for you. Or my goal is to build this into something that you could just mold into your own kind of thing after a while. As you can see here, there's 403 instruments right now. And let's go and look at this. I'm very proud of this. I've just done a few little things on this so far. As you can see, this is S&P 500. This is the biggest uh, stock exchanges. We got the main commodities. We got currencies and their rates. Okay, so we can go where. So this is very cool. Okay, for me being a geek, I want to see the yield curve. And here's the yield curve right now. Actually looks fairly normal. You see some inversions and stuff here. But that's the US dollar yield curve. Super cool because it shows a lot of times and predicts things. So I want it. Then I'm like, I really want to have um, bonds of other countries. So I did. These are US data. key indicators that economists look at. I also think it's some kind of quite key indicators, not maybe the Fed funds rate isn't that, like it's more the 10-year, and that's why I have like the yield curve, for example. Then I created a greed fair index for all this stuff. And some of it is just pulled from the current data and so on that you can find open source, guys. This is like all open source, by the way. I haven't paid a cent. Well, I paid like, $28 it costs to have the pro version of the AI to build it for me. But now I own it. I have it. It's mine. You can see here use equities. We're actually in fair territory, guys. So, you know, here's a kind of cool dashboard to the crypto and commodity markets. Is like slightly in greed. Very cool. Here's major currency pairs. The US dollar. There's the dollar index, the DXY. Here again, it's just markets again with top 10 winners and losers of the day, the percentage. So you can kind of see them here. This is the VIX, by the way, and here you can see other exchanges. Here's in the crypto markets, biggest winners and losers in crypto markets. Now, I'm setting up alerts. I don't think I have any yet, but I'll show you that in a sec too. But here is, again, the earthquakes. I have the economic calendar. So all the economic data that are coming out around the world is getting populated here as it comes out. Extremely cool, guys. I don't think you guys understand how cool this is. Um, then I'm going to skip these two for now. But here's the marine traffic in the world. So now I have access to the marine traffic. And let's look at, is the strait open? No! No, it's not. This is actually live shipping traffic in the world. And as you can see, look at the gathering of ships there, but look at all the traffic, guys, that are happening at any time in this world. This is how much, you know, we actually have ships around the world. It's quite wild, as you can see. Then I took a air traffic app. I'm also working on a military one. I haven't gotten there yet, but I think we'll get there within a few days. So that's that. So that's the marine and air traffic. Um, I'm working on adding portfolio here. Now, I haven't gotten it to actually give me the current price and I want to have a P ratio in here too. I think I might be able to pull it up somewhere. I haven't been able to yet, but you just got to find the right place, and then maybe sometimes the AI can't find the right free place to look, and so might need some help from me. Here's the alerts. This is like a very cool thing. And so if you're looking at, for example, let's do USDCD, I believe, price above 1.35. So I could add an alert there, and then if this happens, so now it's watching. Um, let's do one that's obvious. Let's just try this quickly since this is the first time I'm actually trying it. So let's go to commodity. Let's do Brent. That's the oil in the North Sea. Price below 100. Like I'm just testing it now. Um, so as you can see here, look at this. It actually triggered it as the currency, like the latest update. So it's updating, right? And as you can see, that happened. And alert logs also. So see how like they got, this is so cool, guys. You have no idea how excited I am. This is amazing. So see, triggered. So cool. Damn it! How's this possible? Sorry for my excitement. This I'm still working on. I want to pull news feeds from Telegram groups on Twitter, I think as well. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be pretty neat. Now I just get like breaking news from the main news channels like Al Jazeera, CNBC, like all the hacks out there. Um, which is okay for now. Like I just wanted to test if it was possible, and it's getting the news feed as you can see 12 minutes ago. Sri Lanka declares Wednesdays off as Asian country tried to conserve fuel. Very important update, actually. Yes. Because of the Hormuz Strait is closed and they get a lot of their oil from there together with India and China. A lot of South Asian countries have huge ties with Iran, by the way. Here is my space weather. So you can see like KP is like the pressure that creates the aurora in the air. Has alerts. So you can see here if there's storms, like current, for example. Here you can see actually it's predicting a G2 storm, which is not like huge, but it's a little bit of a storm, and it just gives me alerts on what's happening with space weather because space weather is also important. And you could probably like so I foresee in the future here that we could have like storm alerts, and then you could have that triggered with watching. You could probably have like inputs from a lot of different things here, guys, and watch it live. So if you are educated on what's happening in the world, um, a lot simpler than it could before. So this is very cool. I'm super ecstatic about what this have done for me. Having zero programming knowledge. I understand, basic stuff, like not even like real stuff. Like I learned some HTML code at school. How about that? That's how much I know. And I built this. And maybe you're not blown away by it, but I think my developers are blown away by what I made as complete new. But I'm building stuff that are very high end and amazing. It just blows me away, and I'm so excited about. So, anyways, guys, it was my pleasure to give you an update. I hope you are very excited. And I think I'm actually going to start doing my economic updates again because now I have my dashboard, guys, which I can give you updates on and we can follow and look at things and give you real updates. And I could probably make it available for you guys very soon. So it could be like a mini subscription, let's say, like $10 a month that you can support me and so on as a cool tool that you could have to actually watch things. I want to make it available so you could like add or contract or put things together that you want, kind of thing in it. But yeah, software is not free, but it is abundant, an abundance of software, and you could build anything you want, pretty much. That's where we're heading, guys. It's a very exciting future, and I think AI, people are afraid of AI. People also love AI on both sides. I'm in the middle. I'm using AI for my freedom. I'm trying to build it now before it's too late when, Maven and other like Palantir takes over. So I created a watchtower, which is just a tower that you get an advantage point, not a spy tool like Palantir was that Sauron had in, his tower and was at the tower in Mordor, the all-seeing eye of Sauron. But the bowls that they looked at, the wizards, was called Palantir. So, anyways, I hope you really enjoyed this, guys, and I'm looking forward to share a lot more updates as they come along and share some of my stuff and maybe get some feedback. Maybe you want me to build something. I never thought I'd be a developer, guys, but I am developing stuff, so it's very cool. So stay tuned, guys, and let's see you very soon again.